First question, Brianna Holmes.
Hey, John.
What's up?
So
Turn the volume up some.
Coach Silas said yesterday that was your first time playing with Victor Oladipo on the floor. How was it being out there with him, practicing yesterday and today?
It was cool. You know what I mean? I know how talented Vic is. I watched him play over the years. I even played him in high school. So I know what he brings to the game on both ends of the floor. And it'd be great to finally get a game under our belts with each other. I kind of watch film to see where he like his spot set and talking to him. And it's going to be a learning process for it, but it's an opportunity for us to get better.
And of course, tonight playing against DC, I know that you've said in the past that going to DC is going to be way more emotional than tonight. But how does this game play into like your overall legacy of your career?
I don't think it has anything big on my legacy, to be honest. It's just going to be a big game because it's the first time I played against a team that I've been with for the last 10 years and since I've been traded. So I think for the ultimate goal for me is out there to go play my game the way I've been playing. I'm not going to try to do nothing out of the unordinary that I always do when I play and go out there and give 110% effort. But the most important thing for me is to come out with a win.
Thanks, John.
Next question, Adam Spoley.
John, how important was it for you to be back for this game?
It's very important. For one, not even just this game. I didn't want to miss any games, you know what I mean, except for the back-to-backs that the trainers and the team doctors have talked about not playing in. But I did a lot of work the last 2 years to get my body back to where I wanted to be and make sure I was healthy to play the game that I love without missing any time. And even if the timetable wouldn't allow me to play this game, that would have been devastating. But my ultimate goal was to try to go out there and get myself better every day to prepare myself to be able to come back at some point. And look, I was able to come back a game before this one.
Did you have kind of this game targeted though on the calendar when you were sitting out?
No, not to be honest. No. I just wanted to play basketball. Like this game wasn't targeted. I think most importantly, this game was targeted before the season even started, but playing them and then playing them in DC. Because I know just that everybody's going to talk about it since that was one of the biggest trades that happened this summer. And then the opportunity to play against guys that I've been with for the last couple of years.
Fred Caps.
Hey, John. I'm just wondering what it's going to be like for you. I mean, you were with Brad for 8 years. What do you think it's going to be like for you going up against him tonight for the first time?
The same way it was in practice when we competed against each other. At times we wasn't on the same team. We try to guard each other, try to make each other better. We both know each other's tendencies. He's a hell of a scorer, hell of a player. And you could try your best to try to stop him, but you know, I mean, he's one of those guys that make tough shots, knows how to get to the line. And we know it could be a game where he get hot. We're not worried about that aspect of it. You know, I mean, he's a scorer. He's a bona fide scorer in this league, and he's proven himself year by year. The ultimate goal for us is to go out there and compete at a high level. We won 2 in a row. We want to try to get a win and make it 3 in a row.
Cody Davis.
Hey, John, speaking of Bradley Beal, how great is it going to see him knowing that you guys have a relationship that goes beyond the court? I know you talked about a lot of times how that's your brother.
It's going to be great. I mean, I haven't seen him since I got traded. We had a couple conversations here and there, checking up on each other, see how things are going. And like I said, it's bigger than basketball for us and with us. And I know how much of a competitor he is. And you know how much of a competitor I am, how much we're both going to go out there and try to take each other's heads off. You know, I mean, ultimate goal is to try to go out there and get a win for our team, but also play well, something we can talk about later down the road with our kids.
Crystal Saltis.
Hello, John. To face Washington Wizards is an extra motivation for you to play much better than the game against the Mavericks. And also, did you imagine one day that you were going to face Washington Wizards?
For one, the game against the Mavericks was just a tune-up game for me. Like, I really wasn't trying to be super aggressive. I took good shots. I haven't played. I think I haven't had opportunity to play in a week or even get on the court like that. So for me to come out there and play that well in only 20-something minutes, I would have played my number of minutes. I probably would have ended up with 20 and 15 assists. But the ultimate game for me was to go out there and try to run my team and get us a win, and that's what we did. I know how much hard work I put into the game. I'm never going to dwell on missing and making shots. That's what makes me the type of player I am. A lot of point guards, a lot of guys this era, they're not scoring. They can't impact the game. I impact the game on the defensive end, getting steals, getting blocks, and getting assists. That's what my ultimate determination is. All scoring all the points don't mean nothing. No, I never thought I would be playing against the Washington Wizards, but this is the day and time we are in 2021. So I'm preparing myself for it.
Jonathan Fagan.
Well, John, I know you guys aren't 100% yet, but getting pretty close to that. Is there a sense that there's now an opportunity to build that you just didn't have with so many guys and changing lineups in the past?
For sure. I think we can get better. I mean, we love the great group of guys we have here. It's kind of hard not having a lot of practices, but that's a lot of team. That can be an excuse for us, but at the same time, we have an opportunity to hang out with each other off the court, watch film with each other, have talks with each other to figure out what we like to do, what we can do to get better. And I think we have been doing that, and now we get an opportunity to get healthy and add some pieces that we add out the trade to make us better.
Thank you.
Mark Burney.
John, I know you're back, but how close to 100% are you? I know sometimes athletes never really are 100%. And how important is it going forward you manage that situation the right way?
Well, I'm definitely going to manage it. That's why I took that time off. I mean, I've been through the opportunity where I played through a lot of injuries and end up hurting myself even more down the road. I'm very close. You know what I mean? I'm not always at 100%, but which player really is at 100% after playing a couple of games in the league? 1 or 2 hits here or there can have you injured or dealing with pain for a little while. So there's nothing new. Just as long as it's not painful for me and it's something I can get through, I'll play.
Brianna Holmes.
Yeah, so going off of what you were just saying, you know, you're playing on a team with other players who have been injured. What has been your advice to them in their recovery process? Like what you said, like being patient and all of that.
There were a lot of guys that's probably been injured between Vic and DeMarcus. We're all veterans now. So we kind of understand how our body reacts, what we need to do to make our body better. So I really don't have to say too much to them.
Michelle Still.
Hi, John. It's hard to believe that it's been 1 year, but what do you think the legacy of Kobe continues to be in this league for future generations coming up?
Everybody's got to die at some point, but legends never die. And what Kobe meant, the sacrifice he did to be away from his family, be away from his wife and his kids, to get a game of everything that he loved because God gave him that God-given ability was special. And it's something that's kind of really hard to say, and that's why he had the mama mentality. But the most important thing for me was the role he took on after basketball, and that was being a father and doing everything that he could to be around his family with the time he gave away from them for 20 years. And that's what made Kobe so special.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.